From the Bronx, MLB Network brings you baseball from Yankee Stadium. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the San Francisco Giants. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Here's Nori Aoki, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for San Francisco, left fielder Nori Aoki.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Well, that's a true indicator. He's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin the wind right there and knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
He froze him on the fastball there. Nori Aoki goes down for the first out of the game. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Mateo takes it in time to first, and there are two away. Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. He certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that, 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike two.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
Popped up. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire. Here's Rajai Davis now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder Rajai Davis.
And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first. In now, Mateo. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Number 14.
First delivery to him on the way. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Comes set with the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. For Davis, that's now 23 stolen bases on the year. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Batting third.
Coming to the plate now, Gary Sanchez. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. Pitch inside, the throw. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball two. Harold, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, I really like the pitching staff. I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Here's Chase Headley. On the year, he's hitting at exactly a .310 clip. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 3 runs already home here. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Here we are in the first inning. We're watching adjustments be made after giving up that extra base hit. Now that's better location. He's going to have a better day if he does that.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's great discipline. He's clearly sticking with his plan. Those 2 balls were down. He's thinking to himself, make him get it up before I swing. Get it off the knees.
Grounded down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he's in at second base with a first inning double. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's got that average up near the 340 mark to start play, so he's liable to have an impact in this one as well. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. For Headley, he's now at 23 doubles on the year. Line drive to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. Stepping up to the plate, Chris Carter. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 1 out and a runner on second base. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. Popped straight up. Price just to the left of the mound. But it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting 7th.
So striding in, Matt Holliday. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Swing and a little blooper to center. Span is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Digging in, Victor Martinez. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Victor Martinez.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Well, you've been given a 3-0 lead. The last thing you want to do is have base runners on and then give up a big ball, and that 3 runs means nothing to you. So pitch around the corners, make them chase the ball, but do not walk people.
And this is taken in there by Ellsbury for the first out. Here's Buster Posey now. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Into the windup and the pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Buster Posey is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Joe Panik is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Hit in the air out to left field. Judge is under it. And that ends the inning. Now batting, Starlin Castro. Hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around first is Castro, heading for second now. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the 310 plateau. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Price ready with the 0-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Span is right there, 1 down. Digging in to try it again. Rajai Davis. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first. In the air now, out to right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here, the side is retired. Here's Drew Stubbs now. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
The designated hitter, Drew Stubbs.
Out into right center. Well hit. He's around first, heading for two. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Settling in now, Juan Uribe. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. First offering on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. For Stubbs, that's double number 3 so far on the year. Ball 2. Here's Waka now 2-0. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And Uribe able to hold off again, so he moves ahead 3-1. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. From the belt, the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Another full count pitch home. And another pitch is hit foul as the battle continues here. The next 3-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Davis is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. The relay throw. Throw won't get him. Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Nunez. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. He's set and the pitch. This is line to left and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. Now at the plate, Nori Aoki. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Waka a check at first, and he'll get back in safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. The tag by Castro, and he's out at second base. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first 2 pitches, but they're different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance. Mateo. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
Number 14.
Now the first pitch here from Price. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now ball line foul over the Yankees dugout.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Here's the 2-1 from Price. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone, and the count comes full at 3-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in for his second at bat, Gary Sanchez. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-1 delivery. A cold strike on the inside corner.
That's a pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Third baseman, Chase Headley.
Price gets his sign. First pitch on its way. Chase Headley is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
This is hit on the ground, but foul. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
There's another swing and strike on a fastball. He's got a nice fastball working, great pop on it, and he's keeping it high in the zone. They're going to have to lay off that if they want to have any success.
Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot,
fielder,
Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. Throw goes over to third. And the recovery's not going to be in time at third. And that lays off again, and it's 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Nunez is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Striding in once again, McLeod. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Number 15.
Here's the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
High hop, and he barehands it. He beat it out. Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first gets Martinez, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Here's Buster Posey now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Buster Posey.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Matt, he's really putting on a clinic. The first pitch strike, we talk about it all the time. He's 90% in this game, first pitch strike. When you do that, you're going to have great success.
Davis on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Here's Chris Carter now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Leading off the 4th for the Yankees, first baseman.
Now the first pitch here from Price. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Here's Price now on 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-1 from Price. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He's clearly looking on the outside half right there. The check swing means he recognized that ball pretty good.
Ripped down the line. Uribe's got it, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting.
So the leadoff man is gone here, and that'll bring up the former batting champ, Matt Holliday. Drilled on the ground to short. Nunez has it. Throw on to first, and Holliday will take a little vacation as he's retired. 2 gone. Here's Starlin Castro. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. grounded to third. Uribe has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Joe Panik. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Second baseman, Joe Panik.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right
Up
by
next
him for the first out.
The designated hitter, Drew Stubbs.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that swung on and fouled straight back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Uribe.
Here comes the first pitch. Uribe stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Skied into straightaway right. Davis is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's 0 for 1 thus.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Ellsbury waiting on the 1-0. And he just misses with a curveball. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Span is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now
digging
batting,
in once again, Rajai Davis. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Span going back on it at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Davis takes the turn at third. He wants it all, and he is in there at third with a 1-out triple. Stepping up now, Mateo,
14.
a hit in 2 tries so far. Ball 1.
Nope. That's inside.
Ready with the 1-0. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that is down as that could be 2 bases. And the run is in to score from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double. Ready for another shot now, Gary Sanchez. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side, but taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Now batting,
Here's Chase
third
Headley.
baseman,
He's got a couple of doubles
Chase
thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Down and away, ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance. Eduardo
Leading off for the
Nunez.
Giants,
He'll start things out now in the top half of the
Eduardo
sixth.
Nunez.
Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive to center field. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play. Here's Nori
Now
Aoki.
batting.
He's 0 for 2 with a
Left fielder.
strikeout in this one.
Nori Aoki.
Waka a check at first and a dive, but he's back. Another look to first, and he'll dive back in safely. He's set. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Now a move over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Waka delivering a 1-1. Line toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Digging in once
Number
again,
15.
McLeod. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Now the 0-1. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Slow bouncer to the right side. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder number 2.
Riding in once again,
Denard
Denard Span. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ooh, he saws him off with that one, but foul. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot,
Leading
Aaron
off for the
Judge.
Yankees.
He'll have the opportunity to
Left
kick
fielder,
things off as we
Aaron
begin the home
Judge.
6th. And that misses for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. This one's down to third. Taken there by Uribe. No problem here, 1 away. Standing
for the
in,
Yankees.
Chris Carter.
Third
He's
baseman.
0 for 2 thus far in this
Chris
one.
Carter.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is fouled straight back. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Hit in the air out to center field. Span giving chase. And a diving effort in center, but he can't get a glove on it. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's safe. Matt Holliday
Now
standing in now.
the
Third trip to the
designated
plate
hitter.
for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Holiday.
Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. 1-0 count. Here it is. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And this is past Uribe on down the line. A fair ball. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Make it 5-1. Ready once again,
Up next for the
Starlin
Yankees.
Castro. He
The
doubled
shortstop.
earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. R.A. Dickey enters to make
Your
an
attention,
appearance
please.
on the mound as he inherits a
pitching
runner
for the
at first
Giants,
with 1 out in the
Number
inning.
19, R.A. Dickey.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The knuckleball just misses the inside corner. From the stretch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Waiting next, Jacoby Ellsbury. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. There's one on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now, Victor Martinez. It's been an 0 for 2. Effort for him to this point.
Victor Martinez.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Judge is on the move. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
The catcher, number 20,
Digging in to try it again,
Posey.
Buster Posey. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. High in the air out to center field. Ellsbury is under it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now
Coming to the plate now,
second
Joe
baseman.
Panik. 0 for 2
Joe
on his line thus
Panik.
far. Grounded foul. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter.
Ouch, that one hit him. At the plate, Drew Stubbs. 1 for
Now
2 with a
batting.
double on his line thus
Designated
far.
hitter, Drew Stubbs.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Davis moving in, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Oh, and he botches it. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely. Digging in,
Now
Juan
batting,
Uribe. He started
third
out the
baseman,
evening 0 for 2
Juan
so far.
Uribe.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Matt, this is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Jacoby Ellsbury. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
There's a knuckleball bobbing and weaving right over the outside corner. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. And this is past Uribe on down the line. A fair ball. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Stepping into the box, Rajai Davis. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. First pitch on its way. Pitch inside the throw. They put the tag on, and he is out at third. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Those first 2 pitches were pretty good pitches. I like where he was going, but now he's falling behind 2-0. He may have to lay one in there and challenge him a little bit.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. On the ground up the middle. Nunez ranging up the middle on to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Number 14.
Digging in and looking for more. Mateo 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Didi Gregorius will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Ready now, Gary Sanchez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Dickey comes set. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Here's the 2-2. This one's down to third. Uribe's got it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Nunez. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Shortstop, Eduardo Nunez.
Into the windup and the pitch. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Late that time for a strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And there's your first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Nori Aoki. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cue shot here out towards short. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single. Now to the plate, McLeod. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up. Ball 1.
Well, he's clearly in protect mode. 0-2. Good job of holding up right there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Fielder number 2,
Digging in, Denard Span. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Judge is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Here's Chase Headley. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point.
Third baseman.
Ready with the first pitch.
Headley.
Here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. So coming to the plate, Aaron Judge.
99.
He was a ground out victim last time up. From the stretch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Now we got an 0-2 count, Matt. I tell you what, so impressive. He is executing his game plan, going right on the outside half and exploiting those weaknesses. I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone, see if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time, see if he chases it again.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Chris Carter. He made it to 3rd on a triple in his previous appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off on the timing for that knuckleball. 0-1. Here it comes. Way behind a goofy knuckleball for strike 2. Now Carter with a big swing as he lifts this one high in the air out to deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Ji-Man Choi will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Ji-Man Choi. Now pitching for the Giants.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
For the Giants. Now playing second base, number 18, Didi Gregorius.
Torres will come on as a pinch hitter.
For the Yankees, number 81.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Panic onto the grass, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Starlin Castro. He was a double play victim last time around. Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Victor Martinez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Now here it comes. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Here's Buster Posey now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And Oh, dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Now batting,
Here's Joe Panik. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Little flare out to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. Here's Drew Stubbs now. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Trace Thompson will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning.
Thompson.
Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Third baseman.
In now, Juan Uribe, looking to cut into that big deficit they've got in front of them. Number 28 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 28.
Ball 1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Back up the middle. Castro has it. 1 there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. And the Yankees were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Chris Carter. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he played a nice game out there, as did some of his teammates, but he seemed to be the biggest difference maker, so he gets the nod in this one.